Hey, right, let's keep working. So, we got this. I did a little tweaking, but it's basically the same thing. So, there you go. So, we got a fireball. It's working. It's not the best. I want to change the fireball because, I don't know. I think, I'm sure I can do a better fireball sprite or animation. But for now, this is good. This works. Now, we want to make it so that when the fireball either hits the little knight or it hits the wall, it blows up, right? So it doesn't keep like going forever and ever and ever. And that's something you need to take in consideration. When you're creating objects and just shooting them into the distance, they keep on going forever and ever and ever and ever. And ever and ever? Ever ever. It never stops. And that's gonna start consuming more and more and more performance until your game like breaks because there's too many particles flying around into the infinite space. So we gotta stop. Every time you shoot something, we gotta have a way of stopping it. And that's what we're gonna do. So gonna back to our events. And so this is the wizard shooting it. We're gonna make a separate one, and we're gonna treat the fireball as an enemy. So let's go up here. I'm gonna copy a group. I'm gonna paste under enemies, and we're gonna call this one fireball. And again, we're gonna click the event and then Shift A, and then drag underneath, and we're gonna check for the condition in collision. So collision. So collision object fireball, fireball, and object, let's say tile. Let's tile one. Do. And okay. So when fireball is in collision with tile one, we're gonna delete the object. Delete object. The object is gonna be fireball. Do. And we're also gonna delete the fireball trail, right? Because we're shooting both of them. Uh, so delete, copy, paste, delete the fireball, and delete the fireball trail. What else? Let's create a small explosion. Let's go back to this. And the small explosion, we're going to make one even smaller. Where is it? We're going to right click and duplicate. And small explosion too. That's fine. We can work with that. For now. And we're going to make this 0.2. And the 0.6, we're going to make, I don't know, 0.4. And this should be fine. This should be enough to like make the explosion smaller. Hey, 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 hey. So add an action, create object, object, and small explosion. That's what we call it, right? Yeah, small explosion 2. We can just click on that And we're going to create a small explosion on the fireball. So fireball X and Y. So fireball dot X and fireball dot Y. And then open and close parentheses on the base layer. And okay. Now, here's the thing. Again, order matters. We're going to put the create on top. Because if it's below the fireball, we're going to delete the fireball. And then we're like, oh yeah, but create this thing on the fireball position. But the fireball no longer exists. So this is like, I don't know what to do with this, you know? So this is going to act funny. So first, we create the explosion where the fireball is, and then we delete the fireball and the fireball trail. Let's see what that looks like before we do anything else. So he's going to shoot the fireball, and poof, and poof. See, it looks good, right? Yeah, does something. Now we just need the sound, right? In last episode, we actually found a cool sound, right? So add an action, play sound, play sound. Hey, 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 hey. I got that song stuck in my head. Which sound was it? Oh, we didn't actually make a sound yet. We just found it. So we're gonna go, please, no random sound. Oh, God. I hate that it does that. It was the explosion right at the end, right? Yeah, it was that one. I like that one. So let's roll with that one. We just call it explosion. Explosion hit. Yeah, explosion hit. Do 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 do. And again, we're gonna bring the volume right down to 10. In pitch 1. Bop bop bum. Okay. So now we're all juiced up. Let's see how that goes. Hey, see, that looks cool, right? See, it's doing stuff now. We're starting to see more and more like a game, right? See? That was, I felt like a game. I felt like a little bit of a game. Now, not only did we do that, we're going to learn a new condition, which is the or condition. So when something is happening or this happens. So if either this happens or this happens, right? So we're going to type in or. And it's this thing with the two bars. We're going to click or. And there's nothing to fill in. We just press OK. And this thing happens. If one of these conditions is true. So far, when we add conditions to an event, it's like they all need to be true for something to happen. If we add an or, it's like either this one can happen or this one can happen or both can happen at the same time, right? So we're going to drag it here. Where it needs to be in this thing. So this is kind of like a sub event within the event. Right? So now we're going to copy paste this. Copy, paste. So if fireball is in collision with the tile one, or if fireball is in collision with the little knight. Little knight. Press enter. And now, check this out. So if it's in collision with tile, explodes. And if it's in collision with the little knight, explodes as well. Oh. Okay. We need to make... Is that unfair? I can't... We'd have to... Oh, it's a little unfair, I guess. Yeah. I guess we'd have to make the hitbox of the fireball a little bit smaller. Yeah. It feels like we cleared it, but we hit just right the edge. So that's going to come in when we're doing balancing. But right now, this is fine. See, it works. It was just like that. Alright, we still have that thing going on. Whee! What else can we do in this one? I mean, this was such a quick one. But yeah, so, or. Man, what else can we do? Oh yeah, let's flip them around. So, this is fine for now. We're going to close that. And let's go to this one. So now it's like this. So we have a fireball that shoots this way. We have this guy, right? But now it's like, what if I want to put a red wizard down here? Or if let's create another layer, right? I'm gonna copy this and let's build something. Okay, we're gonna build there and gonna make it like that. Oh, that's unfair. That would be unfair because then we can't jump over the fireball. Right. So what if I want to put a wizard there? How do I make him like shoot over here? Well, there's two ways about it. Is we could just do it with events and make him flip, but that would be kind of finicky because we want to be specific about this one to be flipped and say that it's the one of the red wizards flip them. That's a bit you know. It's gonna we can do it with events, but it's gonna be so finicky. So what's the alternative? We duplicate them. We go here on the red wizard and click him, and we're gonna click duplicate. And now we're gonna call him the red wizard flipped or flip for short. And we're gonna double click him and do. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna go on Pisco. Sorry, my mind was wandering. My mind was like, oh, what's for dinner? That kind of stuff. And now we got this button here on Pisco. And if you press it, magic. Look at that. He flipped. He's flipping out because like only one of the things is flipped. So you gotta flip both of them because otherwise he's gonna like, oh my god, what's happening? Ah. All right. So we flip both of them. And there you go. Now he's facing the other side. How easy was that? Press save. Oh, no. No. Oh, bugger. Bugger. Uh, might as well show it. I'm going to click that and press apply. And now something has gone wrong. See? This one's flipped as well. And you're like, but we only flipped one of them. Why did he flip both of them? Because we duplicated him. And even though we gave him a different name, when we went on Piscal to edit, we didn't save a new one. So we basically were using the exact same sprite as the other one. So let's put him back in place, and then we're going to fix this whole thing. So back to Piskel. I think there's actually a keybind. Let me zoom in so I can see which one. Which one is the apply to all? Apply to all layers, apply to all frames. That's the one we want. It's shift. So shift, click. There you go. Now we applied the flip to all the frames. See? They all flipped at the same time. And we're going to hit save and apply. And there we go. We fixed it. They're back. All right. So if this happens to you, now you know why. So what's the difference? How do you make it duplicate and then do the thing? So we go back in and we do it right. We're going to Piskel. All right. We're going to shift click to flip all the frames. And now, up here in the corner where it says overwrite, this one, we're going to click and select new. And we're going to leave it at idle. Idle's fine. Or we can call it idle flip to be specific to this one. And we're going to hit save. And now we made a new sprite specifically for that one. See, that one's not flipped. And this one, if we pick him up, this one is. So let's bring him all the way there and put him there. So this is fine. Just because. Just because we can. How many? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. There we go. So now how do we do the rest? Well, the rest we do exactly the same. We're gonna flip them all. Where's the wand? Wizard wand. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're gonna duplicate. We're gonna call it flipped. Ah, no, I didn't want to delete all of it. Wizard wand flip. Press enter. Double click. Go on edit with Piskel. We're gonna hit the shift thing. There you go, it's flipped. And now we're gonna go where we did before. Instead of override, click new and shooting flip. Flip it. Flip it real good. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, stop that. Doom. And we can do, like, we don't need to do it for the fireball. But you know what? Let's do it for the fireball. We're gonna make the whole thing. Like, do we need to do it? No. No, we don't. We don't need to do it for the fireball. But there is the issue where when we flip the thing, the origin point isn't flipped. So how are we gonna fix this? How are we gonna fix the whole thing? What if you put let's put the origin point in the middle. So we're using 32 by 32. I mean, the Y is already 32. So let's use the X as 32 as well. Because here's the thing. When we tell a sprite to be horizontally flipped, it flips on the center axis. So on this point, right? So that's the middle. That's the thing that says it's going to flip at this side, and that's the thing it's going to rotate on. That's going to be the axis. So if we create it here, it's going to be even if we do it backwards. So let's try that. Otherwise, we just make a new one and call it flipped. Ba, 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 ba. Let's let's try it. Okay, I think we have all the moving parts. So now we go here and where is it? Right, wizard. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna copy paste this and oh, it's sick. Whew. God bless me. So red wizard flip. We're gonna call this just red wizard flip, and it'll be okay. It'll be good. So now we need to call. We need to alter everything that says red wizard to red wizard flip. Also, did I zoom too much? Yes. It's 300. It's like, oh my god, even for me that's too big. Like, oh lordy. Oh lordy, that's a big thing. Uh and red wizard flipped. There is a much better way of doing this, but we're just doing manually to save some time. And when we do the optimal way, it'll be its whole thing. I'll teach you the whole thing. Right now, let's just get this done because people are getting noisy. I don't want them to ruin the video. Um, let's do all of that thing. Also, we're gonna change the one for the flip. Fireball stays the same. Red wizard, we change for flip. It's a good thing we did it this way because I forgot we had the the flipped wand. So fireball stays the same. Fireball trail stays the same. Small explosion stays the same. Add the forces. That's gonna change because we're going backwards, right? So if it's backwards, fireball 200. Remember, positive numbers go from left to right. Negative numbers go from right to left. So we put a minus 200. We go minus 200. And this one minus 200. Do. This one, fireball trail. Fireball Z ordered is fine. Wizard wand, flip. Right. You gotta make the distinction. Wizard wand, flip. You're like, oh my god, this is so much trouble. Yeah, don't worry. I'll show you when stuff gets a lot more. I'll show you a much better way of doing this. But uh, let's just roll with this one for now. Wizard flip. And it's a good thing we did because I forgot we had so many different things, right? Wizard wand flip. Let's roll with that. Also, oh my god, there's someone talking on the building, and it's like, oh, it's so distracting. It's like, please do come be very loud and ruin my recording. I don't feel like editing. I'm so lazy. I've been doing so good with no editing. Oh my god. I've done zero editing so far. Let's see if we can keep rolling. Right. Alright, let's see if this works. Preview. Oh, did it work? I couldn't see. No, it is not working. Wait, he's shooting both ways. What the heck? And why can I not shoot? Why can I not jump there? Why is that a thing? Why am I hitting that? That is weird. Wait. Why can I not make that jump? Why is that? Huh. Okay, we need to check the collision things. Also, why are you shooting both ways? Why is it not doing on the uh red wizard flip? Oh, I didn't change the things, did I? Of course not. Of course not. Uh this thing. We forgot to change this thing. So, red wizard flip. Do 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 do. Red wizard flip. That's what I forgot. Red wizard flip. Red wizard flip. Bum bum. Is that the only one? Wizard. No, there's here. Wizard one flip. We forgot to flip on this one. And fireball. And one flip. You're like, oh my god, this is so much trouble. Well, you're making a game. You got to take the time to do this stuff properly. And stuff takes time. You can't expect to just like sit at the computer and 2 minutes later you're like, oh, we're done. I've made the greatest game of all times. I'm amazing. And then go to sleep. No, that doesn't happen. You got to put in the work, put in all the works. If you don't put in the work, your game sucks. You know? Okay, we're still shooting that one backwards. What the heck? Okay, at least we're. Oh my god, this is such a mess. Okay. Alright, because we have to do everything backwards. Right? We have to do everything backwards. So we're still doing the trail on the wrong one. Fireball trail. Do do do. No, that's the force. What am I on about? Um, fireball trail. Wizard. Oh, I forgot this one. Wizard wand. Flip. Wizard wand flip. And do 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 do. Wizard wand flip. There we go. All right. Now there is a small issue. Where was it? Create fireball. Create the wizard wand flip. So this one's flipped, meaning we gotta flip this stuff as well. So I think the X, we go from plus to minus because the wizard normal was here, so we made the wand go a bit there, but now the guy's flipped. So if he's there and we go like this, it goes behind him. So we gotta go backwards. Gotta go like that to put it in place. The Y though, it's fine because it's the same for both of them, right? It's up and down. We only need to worry about left and right. So that one's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Everything else is okay, right? Wizard flip. Oh yeah, and then the fireball was backwards, right? It was shooting the fireball backwards. So on this one, when we say create the fireball, we need to flip it. Flip it real good. Stop that. God, it's stuck in my head. So horizontally flip. Horizontal? Yeah. Flip the object. Flip the object horizontally. Object. Fireball. Fireball. Uh, and now you're like, isn't so when this happens, how come it doesn't flip all the fireballs on the screen? Because it's part of this event. So he's gonna do it in order. We can even like put it all the way up here. So it's like it creates the fireball and flips this one, right? And it's gonna be specifically this fireball we just created. I'm fairly certain. Oh yeah, and flip, yes. We gotta change this to yes. There we go. So don't worry, it's only the fireball that we just created that's gonna get flipped. Uh now it should all work hunky dory. Okay. Okay, that one's creating just an explosion. Why are you not what did I forget? I mean he's making the fireball and stuff. Did I not change the coordinates of this stuff? Oh my god, I'm making such a mess. So fireball trail at position of flip X fireball wizard one. Yeah, wizard one flip dot point X fireball wizard wand flip dot point Y fireball. Um, why does this not work? Create a small explosion at the position of. Well, this one's wrong still. I missed this one still. And this one as well. Flip. I'm changing the right one. I'm not. Oh my god. Did I start changing both of them like a moron? No, the other one's closed. I was it's like, did I start doing that to both of them? Okay, let's do this analytically. So flip, wizard one, flip. That's a small explosion. And that's everything, right? Uh okay. That was all of it. So how come let's troubleshoot this. There is an issue. Let's fix it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what's happening. Right. So first of all, this whole thing is messy now? Yeah. So we need to link the objects. Or we make separate ones. Do we link the objects or do we make separate ones? You know what? We're going to call it here because we did this and this is working. But on the next one, I'm gonna make a whole thing about linking objects. So this was the thing, and what needs to happen is like I'm gonna put it and then explain the next episode. So let's do it for one of them, I suppose, or let's not. No, let's not, because we gotta link the objects and so on. You know what? Let's do it. What time is it? Nah, it's been too long. Sorry. Uh, Next episode we talk about the linking. So this episode we just kind of duped him up, and it is not working properly. But so what this is gonna happen? What this is happening is, uh, GDevelop is being really literal about what's happening on the screen. Right. That's why things are kind of see because when that one deletes, it deletes the one up top as well. Right. He's being all literal about stuff. You can't even jump on that one because that one's too high. Yeah, we can only jump on squares that are like one right in front of us. Okay. That's something to keep in mind. Yeah. So we need to make a distinction, and the way we make the distinction is by linking the objects and then telling it specifically delete that object that is now linked, right? Well, anyways, I'm gonna save, and we're gonna do that next episode. For now, this was fine. We did the flipping. We made more of them. It's all good, right? Uh, I don't even remember what what did we do to begin with. Oh, we did the explosion, right? We did the ore. When it's hit, it does the thing, right? So we did the ore thing. We did the explosion. We're setting it up to do damage and stuff. We don't have a health system yet. We're setting it up. Right. So, anyways, next episode, let's do linking and we're gonna fix things. Right. Till then, peace out, guys.